Were you raised Christian?
Yes, Baptist.
Are you a Christian now?
No, I'm Jewish.
Are you a Jew?
Yes.
You always been a Jew?
No, I was raised Baptist.
Oh, but you don't look like a Jew.
But what does a Jew look like?
I don't know.
That's right. What are you? Are you religious?
I'm Christian. But let
You
me
don't look
ask
like
you
a
this.
Christian.
When you, I'm sorry?
I said, you don't look like a Christian. What does a Christian look like?
Black. But let me ask you
I'm.
this.
Mhm.
Were your father and mother were Christians while you were growing up?
Yes. My father, not so much. My father never went to church with us. It was only with my mother.
Amazing. Um, and why did your father go to church?
He didn't want to go, so he didn't have to go. That's how it was. We didn't question it.
Amazing. Do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
Do I believe human beings are in a excuse me?
Fallen state. My show is
In a
called the.
yes, yes, I do.
And what
Yes.
is the fallen state?
Well, I think there's a lot of confusion going on, and I think there's a lot of manipulation going on, and I think that there is a loss of respect and love and understanding humanity at its core, which is that we're all in this together, whether you like it or not. I don't care what color you are. I don't care about what religion you are, how you identify, none of it. We're all on this earth for a reason. So I feel like we're in such a turmoil as humans, and we're very separated, and there's a lot of hate, more hate I think I've seen than I can even remember as a 60-year-old person. So that to me is a fallen state.
Do you believe it's possible to overcome the fallen state?
Yes, I do.
And how?
I think getting back to conversations like we're having and understanding that not everybody is going to be the way you want them to be, and that respect, it deserves respect. And we have to start to learn to have these sort of maybe difficult conversations. And by having, and instead of being so divided, I think there's a lot of divide. If I have to be this way and I have to be this way, and there's none of this sort of middle ground anymore. But I do believe in conversation, and I do believe in talking to people that you might not agree with. And I think we've lost that sort of art of conversation and art of debate.
Do you have perfect peace?
Wow, that's a great question. I don't know about perfect because I don't think anything maybe the universe is perfect, but I think for me as a human, I wouldn't call myself perfect, and I'm always working on myself, but I would say I have a lot of peace for
Do you
sure.
do you have perfect peace?
No, I
And
don't
if
think so.
you're a Jew, do you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe in the universe, I would say
And
more.
so, if you believe in God, how can you believe in God and not have perfect peace?
That's a great question. So maybe I still have work to do
Meaning what?
on myself and why I'm not connecting at a perfect space. So I'm in the middle of converting right now to Judaism. I'm not a full Jew. I'm a person who decided to take that on as my religion. And so right now I'm in the middle of taking, this space to create myself as a Jewish person.
Why did you decide to become a Jew?
Yeah, it's a great question. So, I was never very religious, even though I was brought up that way. And I would say that I'm much more kind of spiritual, if that makes sense. So,
What does that
my
mean to
part,
be spiritual? What does that mean?
more that I wasn't a Christian, a Jew, a Muslim, anything that was more organized religion. I just felt that there's a God, and the God was always the universe to me, and that things matter, and that there's energies. But as I met my wife, and so she's Jewish, and she brought the child into the situation, and so they're Jewish, and I just started going to temple, and I started really just getting into this more spirituality part of Judaism, and it just sucked me in, and I really loved it so much. And we're raising our child Jewish, so he goes to a Jewish school, and so it's all around me, and I just sort of felt like I wanted to be a part of that.
And so, what does it mean to be spiritual?
I think spiritual just means that you're not number one. So I think it takes out the ego on some level, and that I rely on that more spiritual space to understand and navigate the world.
Do you have anger?
That's an also great question because I used to be so angry when you wouldn't recognize me. I don't anymore. I don't have anger. Anger comes up very rarely for me. You have to really push my buttons. But I worked on my anger a lot and I really got so much better that I don't consider myself an angry person anymore.
And so do you have anger?
Yeah, sure.
And so you've been a Baptist, you're now becoming a Jew, and you
Yep.
still have anger. Why
Yep.
haven't you overcome your anger, period?
Well, I am. I am overcoming it, but it
But why
takes a
haven't you
while.
already overcome if you
Takes
gone to
work.
another religion?
It takes work. I haven't finished my sort of studying, and I think
What
as
type
I
of work?
move, learning how or becoming a Jew is classes and reading and learning and spirituality. So I think through that, that's where my anger is subsiding. So of course I still have anger sometimes, but I wouldn't say that I'm an angry person.
But
So
I'm sorry.
anger being physical, like sometimes when I would get mad, I would smack, do that. But I don't even feel that way anymore. It's quite
But
fascinating to me.
but you still have it. You just don't act out
It's
a lot.
there. It's there.
And did you know that anger is evil?
Sure. That's why I don't want it.
And so that means that you're of your father, the devil. Then
No, I don't
anyone
believe
that
that.
has anger, anyone that has
I mean,
anger is of
that's
their
your
father, the
observation.
devil.
That's your observation. You're very welcome to that. But
No, but I'm
I
saying
don't.
anyone, not just you, but anyone that has it. That's why you don't have perfect peace because you still
Okay,
have the nature of the devil.
sure. If that's what you want to think, I'm willing
Do
to
you want to
hear that. But I
overcome
don't believe
that?
it. I don't believe that. But that's okay. You
Do
can
you want
say
to
that.
overcome it?
Well, I am overcoming it.
Want me to tell you how you can overcome it just like that?
Okay, sure.
You want me to tell you?
Sure.
You got to forgive your mother. Your mother has rebuilt you in her image.
Hmm. That's
And,
interesting.
and
Okay.
forgive your father for not being able to protect you from your mother because he
Wow.
couldn't handle your mother. He ended up marrying his mother because he never forgave his mother. You become attracted to what you hate, and every spirit you get involved with is your mama. If you want perfect
Interesting.
peace, you got to forgive your mother and your father
Interesting.
for not protecting you from her.
Okay. I don't believe
And
that,
then
but
you
if you want.
overcome the psychological issues as well because
Mm.
the problems are in the mind. You don't have a free mind, but if you forgive them, I promise you, you have a free mind. The psychological thing will be cleared up.
But I have forget. I don't. There's nothing to forgive. I moved on. I don't blame
But
my
you
parents
haven't though.
for
You
anything.
went and you gave them little baby talk, but you didn't say I was sorry for resenting you guys for what you did to me.
No, you don't know what I said.
You
I
told
said
me
I'm
what you
sorry
said,
for acting out. That's what I said to
but that's
them. And
not
but
forgiveness.
that's your opinion, my friend. That's not the truth. That's
No, you
your
have to
truth.
admit that you're wrong for being angry at them.
But
They couldn't
that's
help themselves.
your opinion.
What do
That's
you think
not.
about that?
But I'm just saying I'm listening to you, but I don't agree with you.
You don't think you have to apologize for being
Nope.
angry at them?
Nope.
Why not?
I already apologized for acting out, which was part of the anger.
But did you apologize for being angry at them? Because anger is judgment,
Probably.
and judgment separate you from God.
Well, I just gave them a whole basic apology that I'm sorry for being this person. I was struggling with things, and never do I want you to think that it was your fault, and
But it
that
was
kind of
their fault.
talk. Well, I mean, that's again your opinion.
But
It's
why
not,
didn't you say I'm sorry for being angry at you so God can forgive you?
but I don't really understand the question.
You become like what you hate,
That's
and
just your
the
opinion.
moment you become angry, you take on
That's
the.
not the truth. That's your
No, that
opinion.
is the truth. And
No, it
that's with
isn't.
all human
No, it
beings.
isn't. No, it isn't. That's
Okay.
your truth. That's
What's
your truth and the way you live your life. It's not
smoke
how
on
I
it,
live my
but
life.
smoke on it.
Sorry?
Think about it.
No, I did. You think about it too. That's
Uh,
not the way I live my life. You think about that.
so how do you deal with the anger of this woman that you're with when the hell comes out of her? How you deal with that?
What anger?
You say you have a wife or something, right?
Yeah, I have a partner, a wife.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how do you deal with the hell in her when it comes out?
She doesn't have hell. She's probably one of the most grounded, anti-hateful people in the world. If we have an argument about something, could be dishes or maybe, when to take the kid to school, just basic. And the arguments are not what you think they are. They're just like maybe a disagreement. about something. And I
So
don't owe her anything.
when
She
the
doesn't owe
anger
me anything.
when the anger comes out of her, how do you deal with it?
Well, she's not angry, so that's a really different
So when it does
question.
come up at times, how do you deal with it?
Oh, I just deal with it. I let it be until
How do you deal with it when it comes up at times?
I just said I just deal with it.
Meaning what? What are the
Well, I
steps
just
that you take?
listen. I listen.
Oh, you just listen?
Mhm.
Does it make you angry at times when she does that?
No, it used to, but it doesn't anymore at all.
Amazing.